Hi, welcome to Listen2Riches. Today, I am going to talk about the book The Snowball, Warren Buffett and the Business of Life by Alice Schroeder. Warren Buffett, a renowned investor of the 20th and 21st centuries, is often hailed as the Oracle of Omaha, due to his insights on business and politics. While many recognize his opinions in the media, his actual journey and accomplishments remain lesser known. In the upcoming summary, we delve into the life story of Warren Buffett, tracing his path from humble beginnings to his current stature as an iconic figure in American business. Prepare to embark on a captivating narrative that unveils 1. The early investment spark. Imagine an 11-year-old Warren Buffett, already dipping his toes into the world of investing. This summary reveals the story of how young Warren's fascination with numbers set him on an unexpected trajectory. 2. The snowball effect of investments. Explore the intriguing comparison between Warren Buffett's investment strategy and a snowball gaining momentum as it rolls downhill. Understand the principles that allowed his investments to flourish and multiply over time. 3. Guiding lights of wisdom. Join us in discovering the significant influences of individuals like Kay Graham and Bill Gates on the brilliant mind from Omaha. Learn how these connections shaped his perspectives and decisions. First of all, let us talk about how Warren Buffett gained interest in numbers and statistics. Picture Omaha, Nebraska, in the backdrop of a recovering nation from the aftermath of a massive stock market crash and the shadow of the Great Depression. Born on August 20, 1930, Warren Buffett entered a world grappling with financial turmoil. His father, Howard, a resilient stockbroker, weathered the storm by dealing in secure investments like bonds, providing a semblance of stability to the Buffett family. Yet young Warren's home life was far from easy. His mother, Layla, known for her quick temper and tendency to blame, created an unpredictable environment. Within this challenging context, Warren sought solace in numbers, particularly mathematics. His escape was school, a sanctuary that not only provided relief from home, but also nurtured his affinity for math. After school hours, Warren and his friend Russ devised a peculiar pastime, recording license plate numbers from passing cars on Russ's porch. While their parents assumed it was a mathematical endeavor, the boys secretly harbored visions of aiding law enforcement in nabbing potential bank robbers using their notes as clues. Weekends saw Warren at his father's office, engrossed in jotting down stock prices on the chalkboard. His fascination with numbers did not go unnoticed. Support and encouragement came from family members such as his grandfather and Aunt Alice. An avid baseball fan, his grandfather gifted him a book laden with statistics, which Warren devoured. Aunt Alice introduced him to the complexities of the card game bridge, a pursuit that held him captive. In these books and pursuits, Warren found refuge from his mother's unpredictable demeanor. His room became a haven where he could escape her influence and find companionship in the world of numbers. As we journey through Warren Buffett's early years, we begin to unravel the intricate relationship he forged with numbers, setting the stage for the financial genius he would later become. Step into the world of a young Warren Buffett, where his fascination with money rivaled even his love for numbers. At a tender age of 9, he showcased a remarkable knack for entrepreneurship, surpassing his peers. This is where the journey of Warren's early ventures in earning and investing unfolds. In the quiet corners of his neighborhood, 9-year-old Warren discovered an avenue to earn money. He became a local entrepreneur, peddling gum and coke to his neighbors. By the time he reached the age of 10, he had graduated to selling peanuts at the University of Omaha's football games. But the year 1940 marked a turning point. Within the hushed aisles of a library, a book titled 1,000 Ways to Make $1,000 captured young Warren's attention. This literary find became his compass, steering him toward grand ambitions. Determined beyond his years, he shared with a friend his audacious goal of achieving millionaire status by the time he reached 35. At a mere 11 years old, Warren showcased a remarkable financial acumen. accumulating a substantial $120, a noteworthy sum in the backdrop of 1941. He took his first strides into the realm of investments. With that sum, he embarked on purchasing 6 shares of Citi's Service Preferred, an initial investment that laid the foundation for his illustrious future. High school years ushered in a medley of odd jobs. From vending golf balls to managing pinball machines leased to barber shops, Warren's quest for financial growth knew no bounds. Yet, a game-changing opportunity arrived when he stepped into the world of newspaper delivery. This endeavor saw his earnings surge, marking a new chapter in his financial journey. In 1942, family ties led them to Washington, D.C., as Warren's father assumed political responsibilities. Here, the industrious young man dived into newspaper deliveries and subscription sales across 3 different routes. Among his clientele were residents of 3 apartment buildings that housed prominent U.S. senators. Earnings were directly tied to successful subscription collections, igniting Warren's commitment to prompt service. Remarkably, his monthly income ballooned to around $175, surpassing the earnings of many of his own educators. His savings, nurtured through hard work, began to flourish, gradually accumulating to a substantial $1,000. As Warren turned 14 in 1944, another milestone awaited: his first tryst with filing taxes. An early lesson in financial responsibility, he filed his return, claiming deductions for his watch and bicycle, and paid a modest $7 in taxes. Through this incredible journey, a young Warren Buffett showcased his determination, resilience, and a precocious understanding of finance that laid the groundwork for the financial titan he would become. This is just a glimpse into the formative years of a man who would leave an indelible mark on the world of investment and business. Warren Buffett also has a fascinating college adventure, and he learns lessons from influential educators. With an unwavering curiosity for numbers and money, it's no wonder that his high school peers bestowed upon him the moniker, future stockbroker, in their yearbook. As he stepped into the University of Nebraska, his pursuit of understanding accounting and business burgeoned, driven by a passionate heart. The transition from home to college unveiled not only his academic zeal, but also his penchant for organized chaos. His very first roommate bore witness to Warren's uncanny ability to not only create disorder but also to recite textbook passages verbatim to his instructors. This unique skill gifted him more free hours, which he promptly dedicated to his varied interests, like savoring music. However, this newfound leisure did little to endear him to those toiling harder for their grades. College life, surprisingly, seemed effortless to Warren. So, when a rejection letter arrived from Harvard Business School after he applied for postgraduate studies, it came as a shock. Yet, this apparent setback ushered him toward a serendipitous encounter. Columbia University extended an invitation, and Warren grasped the opportunity to learn from the distinguished Benjamin Graham, a name synonymous with the intelligent investor. Graham's teachings, delivered firsthand, would become pivotal in Warren's journey. Already a devoted reader of Graham's book, the knowledge that this investment luminary was actively instructing at Columbia diverted Warren's gaze from Harvard. The prospect of being under David Dodd's tutelage, the co-author of Security Analysis, further ignited his enthusiasm. These 2 mentors, Graham and Dodd, would leave an indelible mark on the budding investor. In their classrooms, Warren was introduced to concepts that would shape his investment philosophy. He absorbed the significance of thorough company analysis, a process akin to peeling layers to reveal a company's true essence, its intrinsic value. This intrinsic worth was then weighed against the perceived value, represented by the prevailing stock price. An intriguing revelation emerged from Graham's wisdom. A company's intrinsic value could significantly outshine its perceived worth. Such a situation was likened to a cigar butt, an underappreciated gem waiting to be unearthed. Graham's astute insight lay in recognizing that over time, the market's perception could align with the company's genuine value, a revelation that would fuel his success. And so, As the curtains rise on Warren Buffett's college years, we find him soaking up wisdom that would go on to mold him into the iconic figure we know today. As we delve further into the life of Warren Buffett, we uncover a dynamic individual whose personal and professional spheres intertwine, shaping his remarkable journey. Now we are going to uncover Buffett's personal life, marriage, and the birth of his partnership. Picture young Warren Buffett during his college days, a brilliant mind with an unusual challenge: discomfort around girls. In a bid to overcome this shyness, he embarked on a public speaking class, a choice that would profoundly influence his life. Amid the unfamiliarity, he encountered Susie Thompson, a young woman who caught his eye. While initial attempts to impress her might have stumbled, her father saw something special in Warren from the beginning. Time and persistence worked in his favor, as Susie saw beyond his awkwardness to appreciate his genuine charm. Their journey led to marriage in 1952, marking the union of two souls destined for greatness. Meanwhile, as he balanced teaching and work at his father's investment firm, Warren's dream job opportunity materialized in 1953. A role at Graham Newman, Ben Graham's investment firm, beckoned, providing the fertile ground for his growth. However, the world of stockbroking didn't resonate with Warren. The idea of making decisions that could potentially harm others weighed on him. This realization sowed the seeds for an idea of his own. With the arrival of their second child, Howie Graham Buffett, Warren's aspirations crystallized. In 1956, he established Buffett Associates, Limited. The concept was as unique as it was principled, a partnership exclusively among friends and family, bound by clear and fair investment rules. Simultaneously, his reputation soared, thanks to Ben Graham's endorsement. With Graham's retirement, Warren's star shone brighter, recommended by none other than the investment legend himself. As Warren ventured into the realm of entrepreneurship, his pioneering spirit led to 8 different partnerships. Friends invested varying sums, entrusting him to manage their assets. He communicated his investment philosophy with clarity, a focus on undervalued stocks and a snowball-like approach to reinvest earnings for long-term growth. Patience and strategy were his cornerstones. He resisted hasty stock sales based on arbitrary price points. This steadfast approach yielded impressive results. By the close of 1956, his partnerships outperformed the market by 4%. This lead swelled to 10% by 1957 and an astounding 29% by 1960. The metaphorical snowball was indeed growing, amassing over $1 million under his capable management. While Wall Street thrived, Buffett's steady approach remained unwavering. Seeking undervalued companies, he secured board seats to safeguard investor interests. Astonishingly, amidst managing millions, he meticulously handled his paperwork. In 1962, he consolidated his partnerships into the cohesive entity known as Buffett Partnership, Limited. His reputation extended beyond Omaha, establishing him as a major player outside New York City's confines. Despite his success, skepticism lingered among some. Yet, his journey proved critics wrong, reaffirming his steadfast principles as the foundation of his monumental achievements. In the midst of Warren's journey, the entry of Charlie Munger, a part-time investor and lawyer from California, signified a turning point. Munger's discerning eye recognized Warren's latent talents, laying the foundation for a steadfast friendship that would evolve into a dynamic business partnership. Their shared values and visions sparked new ideas, breaking down the barriers that confined them to cigar-butt stocks. In the backdrop of this budding partnership, a pivotal juncture emerged. Warren made a calculated move in the investment arena. In a masterstroke, he seized the opportunity presented by a stock dip in American Express due to a subsidiary's soybean scandal. It was a momentous decision, especially when the world was captivated by the news of John F. Kennedy's assassination in 1963. Amidst the noise, Warren's unwavering habit of diving into less publicized newspaper stories bore fruit. He saw potential in the American Express situation and acted upon it. Ignoring the stock's transient decline, he held on to his conviction that the company would rebound. With gradual investments totaling $3 million, he further committed $13 million by 1966. His foresight paid off handsomely as American Express bounced back, delivering substantial returns to his partnership. Empowered by his newfound successes, Warren's aspirations grew bolder. He set his sights on a monumental leap: the acquisition of entire businesses. One remarkable business acquisition that punctuated Warren's journey was Berkshire Hathaway, a modest textile manufacturer in Massachusetts. Deep research led him to conclude that its intrinsic value stood at $22 million, translating to a share price of around $19.46. Yet, the market had a different perception, with shares trading at a mere $7.50 each. In 1965, after strategic negotiations, Warren secured a controlling stake in Berkshire Hathaway. He acquired 49% of the company at slightly over $11 per share. A significant milestone had been achieved: his entry into the realm of business ownership. The year 1965 also bore witness to the fruition of another triumph. Thanks to the success of the American Express investment, Warren and Susie's earnings surged by a staggering $2.5 million. This achievement surpassed Warren's personal goal of becoming a millionaire by the age of 35. This marked a monumental step forward in his journey toward becoming the renowned investor and business luminary we know today. While Warren Buffett is synonymous with the powerhouse that is Berkshire Hathaway today, his initial involvement with the company was far from smooth. Unforeseen challenges lay in wait. Unveiling his steadfast investment philosophy, Buffett's resolute stance against cutting losses existed well before his encounter with Berkshire Hathaway. In 1958, the stage was set for a similar scenario with Dempster Mill Manufacturing, a Nebraska-based company specializing in windmill and water irrigation systems. Unfortunately, this investment ended in failure, a result of poor management choices culminating in bankruptcy and liquidation. The repercussions were not confined to the financial realm. Job losses and a tarnished community sentiment bore witness to the impact. This experience left an indelible mark on Warren, who was unwavering in his determination not to relive such a setback. When he assumed control of Berkshire Hathaway, his goal was clear: to infuse capable leadership and ensure the company's sustainability. Nevertheless, the road ahead was fraught with challenges. The 1960s and 1970s witnessed rising textile costs and a pressing need for machinery modernization. In the face of these obstacles, Warren's aversion to pouring capital into a struggling venture with uncertain returns led to a reluctant approach. Though Berkshire Hathaway continued to grapple with textile manufacturing woes, Warren found a lifeline by strategically channeling its resources into the acquisition of successful stocks, methodically constructing a world-renowned portfolio. Despite the hardships, his investment partnership thrived. The late 1960s ushered in a wave of technology companies, creating a shifting landscape for investors. In response, Warren Buffett instituted a significant rule: he would only invest in companies whose offerings he fully comprehended. Simplicity, safety, profitability, and personal familiarity became the hallmarks of his chosen investments. This guiding principle naturally led to another rule: steering clear of companies entangled in human problems, encompassing issues like layoffs, plant closures, and executive labor union conflicts. With these foundational rules, Warren solidified his investment strategy, paving the way for his future successes. As the narrative unfolds, we see the emergence of a savvy investor who not only navigates challenges but also adapts his principles to suit the evolving investment landscape. Even as the realm of wealth unfolded before him, Warren Buffett held steadfast to a unique perspective. The trappings of millionaire status did little to sway his sartorial choices. He remained unassumingly shabby. Outward appearance held little weight in his view. Instead, he honed in on a far more essential aspect: the individuals steering his businesses. The crux of his belief rested on the shoulders of capable and trustworthy management, the bedrock of reliable businesses. Guided by this principle, Warren embarked on strategic acquisitions. When he extended his hand to businesses like the Baltimore department store Hochschild Kohn and Associated Cotton Shops, it was not mere chance that brought them under his wing. His decisions were informed by the individuals behind the scenes, the architects of these ventures. A hallmark of Warren's approach was his personal investment in understanding those at the helm. He embarked on one-on-one meetings, seeking individuals whose enthusiasm and dependability resonated with his vision. In the story of the Omaha insurance business National Indemnity, it was the extraordinary manager, Jack Ringwalt, who sealed the deal. These calculated choices propelled the partnership's performance beyond expectations, outpacing the market by an impressive 36% by the close of 1966. Notably, Warren considered both business managers and investment partners as integral parts of his extended family. The 1960s marked a turning point as he commenced the process of buying out his partners. This strategic move signaled a gradual transition, allowing him and his wife Susie to shift focus toward personal realms. Susie's aspirations for her husband were clear: to embrace retirement, or to immerse himself more deeply in the lives of their growing children, who yearned for a more pronounced presence from their father. Amidst these shifts, Susie herself embarked on a musical career and immersed herself in the significant social issues of the 1960s. She stood at the forefront of civil rights and anti-war protests, her voice echoing for change. Even Warren, who generally shied away from the political arena, found himself drawn in. In a surprising move, he assumed the role of treasurer for the Nebraskan office supporting Democratic presidential candidate Eugene McCarthy in 1967. This foray into politics bore a significant personal transformation, influenced by the passing of his father, a staunch Republican. With his father's passing, Warren found newfound freedom to express his own political convictions without the looming shadow of disappointment. The intersection of personal growth and socio-political currents marked a phase of transformation that would inevitably impact his future endeavors. Now, we are going to talk about Buffett's entry into the newspaper industry. Warren's yearning to wield influence through newspapers dates back to his days as a newspaper delivery boy in Washington, D.C. This spark of ambition finally ignited in 1969, when he reaped a staggering $16 million in profits. Armed with resources and determination, he steered his course toward turning dreams into reality. That very year, he assumed control of the Omaha Sun, a moment that marked the fulfillment of a long-cherished wish. This was merely the beginning, a stepping stone towards something much grander. In 1972, the Omaha Sun etched its mark in history with an investigative exposé on Boys Town, a local refuge for homeless boys. An incongruity piqued Warren's curiosity: a disproportionate number of employees to residents within its sprawling campus. Fueled by intuition, Warren lent his support to the editor's pursuit of truth. What unfolded was a revelation. Boys Town had amassed a staggering $18 million annually, a revelation brought to light by the article titled, "Boys Town, America's Wealthiest City?" This exposé not only garnered the coveted Pulitzer Prize for exceptional regional journalism, but also catalyzed national discourse. The story paved the way for reforms in the management of nonprofit organizations, leaving an indelible mark on society. Buoyed by this triumph, Warren cast his gaze upon a more ambitious goal: the revered Washington Post. By the summer of 1973, he held over 5% ownership in the newspaper, signaling his influence in the realm of national journalism. This journey also forged a close alliance with the newspaper's publisher, K. Graham. In the following year, Warren cemented his position by joining the newspaper's board. It was during this time that he became a frequent guest at K. Graham's exquisite dinner gatherings. Here, he rubbed shoulders with luminaries like actor Paul Newman and distinguished figures from the political and diplomatic spheres. Warren Buffett's foray into the newspaper industry was not merely a venture. It was an endeavor that sparked change and forged connections. The Omaha Sun laid the groundwork, and the Boys Town expose demonstrated the power of media to effect reform. As he navigated the corridors of the Washington Post, he found himself in the company of the influential and esteemed. It was a chapter of impact and transformation, a testament to the breadth of his influence. Our journey through the life of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger unveils moments of adversity that tested their strategic prowess and unwavering commitment. In the backdrop of their active investment approach, Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger found themselves grappling with intricate challenges. A case in point was the intriguing tale of blue chip stamps. These trading stamps, once sought after by diligent housewives at grocery stores and gas stations, lost their allure as the women's liberation movement gained momentum in the 1970s. Similar to the narrative of Berkshire Hathaway, blue chip stamps encountered a stormy path, heavily reliant on the triumphs of Buffett and Munger's successful stock investments for survival. The winds of change brought with them the compelling story of Wesco, an undervalued savings and loan company. Munger saw promise in Wesco and swiftly acquired an 8% stake to assist its journey. Buffett, too, recognized Wesco's potential. However, the tide turned as Santa Barbara Financial Company, SBFC, proposed the merger. In Buffett's discerning eyes, SBFC appeared overvalued, and the proposed merger seemed detrimental to Wesco's welfare. A persuasive exchange with Betty Caper Peters, a pivotal figure from Wesco's founding family, led to the cancellation of the merger. This strategic decision bore unforeseen consequences. Wesco's stock plummeted from $18 to $11 per share. Taking accountability, Buffett and Munger offered to purchase their majority stake in Wesco at $17 per share. Yet, troubles cascaded when Santa Barbara Financial lodged a complaint with the Security Exchange Committee, SEC, alleging a calculated overpayment for Wesco to undermine the merger. In 1974, this situation escalated as the SEC launched a comprehensive investigation into a complex web of over 30 companies intertwined with Buffett and Munger. Despite their transparency, the intricate network raised eyebrows. A cloud of uncertainty loomed, casting shadows over their intentions and actions. As the SEC probed deeper, the intricate network came under intense scrutiny. For Buffett, anxiety gripped his heart, mindful that any semblance of wrongdoing could inflict lasting damage on his hard-earned reputation. It was a period that tested not just his financial acumen, but his mettle as an investor. Thankfully, the storm eventually subsided. The SEC, in its findings, issued only a warning pertaining to a past disclosure lapse in the history of blue chip stamps. No individual names were singled out. This challenging episode underscored Buffett's resilience and his unyielding commitment to ethical investment practices. Warren Buffett's life was not devoid of personal complexity. His close bond with Kay Graham, the publisher of the Washington Post, gave rise to unexpected discomfort for his wife Susie. In a twist of fate, Susie herself found solace in a romantic connection with her tennis instructor. To address the undercurrents of emotions, Susie penned a letter to Kay, signifying her acceptance of Kay's presence in Warren's life. As the tapestry of their lives unfolded, Susie embarked on a new chapter, relocating to San Francisco in 1977, now that their children were grown. Meanwhile, Warren, despite nearing 50, clung to youthful habits, savoring messy cheeseburgers and indulging in ice cream. His commitment to his business pursuits often overshadowed his role within the family unit. Amidst these shifts, Susie's care for Warren remained steadfast. She orchestrated the arrival of Astrid, a young woman from a nightclub, to aid and prepare meals for him post her departure. This surprising development raised eyebrows and prompted conversations among Susie, Kay, their children, and those observing from afar. Buffett's path was also marred by legal turbulence. An acquisition that he and Munger undertook, that of the Buffalo Evening News, paved the way for a legal battle that would test their mettle. Their intention to introduce a weekend edition with initial free copies followed by discounted pricing caught the attention of their competitor, Buffalo's Courier Express. Alleging unfair practices, the Courier Express mounted a lawsuit. In an unexpected turn, the judge ruled in favor of the Courier Express, deeming the distribution of free newspapers unlawful. Readers, the ruling stated, would need to renew their order each week if they wished to access the weekend edition. Buffett's incredulity was palpable, but he resolved to appeal the decision. The scales tipped in his favor in 1981, but the damage had been done. The prolonged legal battle inflicted considerable financial losses upon the paper, a sobering reminder of the tumultuous nature of legal endeavors. We will now explore into Warren Buffett's life unravels a tale of loyalty and trials, one that navigates his deep-rooted connections with Geico and his unforeseen journey with Salomon Brothers. Warren Buffett's link to Geico, the auto insurance giant, traces back to his college days. While he initially advocated for the company's stock during his tenure at his father's firm, his involvement deepened significantly when the company encountered financial turmoil in the 1970s. In 1976, stepping into the fray, Buffett joined Geico's board with a mission to breathe new life into its floundering management and steer it away from the abyss of bankruptcy. Amidst this challenge, a key figure emerged, John Gutfreund from Salomon Brothers. Gutfreund orchestrated efforts to secure funds, fortifying Geico's path to recovery. In a testament to the bonds forged, Buffett reciprocated this assistance when Salomon Brothers faced its own ordeal. The early 1980s bore witness to a surge of hostile takeovers on Wall Street, fueled by junk bonds and credit-driven transactions. At odds with such practices, Warren Buffett, famed for his cash-centered approach, undertook a surprising step. He accepted an invitation to join the board of Salomon Brothers in 1986 at Gutfreund's behest. Buffett's presence on a company's board stood as a beacon of stability and trustworthiness, signifying meticulous management and resilience against hostile advances. However, these unforeseen waters held challenges that would test his leadership and convictions. The landscape shifted in 1991 when a Salomon Brothers employee, Paul Moser, was enmeshed in a scandal that reverberated across federal laws. Illegal bidding in government auctions cast a shadow on the company, its management having been aware of the transgressions yet failing to take robust action. In this tempest, Buffett assumed the role of interim CEO, effecting a regime change and instituting reforms. Leveraging his extensive network, Buffett deftly warded off the Treasury Department's move to bar Salomon Brothers from future auctions. This act stabilized the company, underscoring his astute leadership in the face of adversity. In the annals of Warren Buffett's journey, the stories of Geico and Salomon Brothers stand as monuments to loyalty, resilience, and unwavering commitment. As he navigated the terrain of financial challenges, scandal, and the intricacies of Wall Street, he etched a legacy that celebrated not just financial acumen, but the values that underscored his choices. The 1990s marked a tempestuous period where technology stocks surged into prominence, casting a shadow on Buffett's steadfast refusal to be swayed by their allure. While critics branded him as outdated, Buffett's success emerged resolute and unfazed, untouched by the technology fever that gripped the markets. Between 1978 and 1991, a metamorphosis unfolded. His net worth surged from a modest $89 million to a staggering $3.8 billion. As the helmsman of Berkshire Hathaway since 1986, the company's stock surged from $8,000 to soar past $10,000 per share by 1991. This luminous trajectory showcased that enduring success could be achieved without delving into the mercurial world of tech stocks. Buffett's shrewd observation was rooted in a profound understanding that tech investments often yielded disappointment in the long run, a sentiment he was determined to avoid. Amidst his resolute stance, a curious exception emerged. Enter Bill Gates, a name synonymous with technology and innovation. Their unexpected camaraderie sparked at a 4th of July celebration in 1991. Despite initial doubts about their compatibility, Their conversation surpassed expectations, unfurling over an entire weekend. What ensued was a bond that defied assumptions, birthing a close and enduring friendship. Their camaraderie transcended casual connections. Gates became a fixture at Buffett's annual shareholder meetings, while their shared love for bridge led to engaging games alongside Charlie Munger and Kay Graham. This connection ventured beyond personal ties, culminating in Buffett's acquisition of 100 shares in Microsoft. As the 1990s and 2000s unfolded, Buffett and Gates emerged as contenders for the coveted title of the world's wealthiest individual. Yet, their journey wasn't solely about financial triumphs. Together, they traversed unexpected paths, unlocking new vistas of understanding. Journeying to China with Gates, Buffett confronted the stark contrasts that life had etched. Born in Omaha, he grasped the unearned advantages that life had granted him. This realization sowed the seeds of gratitude and humility, echoing through his outlook. The 1990s painted a canvas of contrasts: technology's rise, Buffett's unwavering stance, and the forging of an indelible friendship. Join us as we delve deeper into the interplay of triumphs, friendships, and life lessons that sculpted the man behind the legend. As we step into the 2000s, a new chapter unfolds in Warren Buffett's life, one marked by his foresight in a rapidly changing world, personal setbacks, and profound soul-searching. This period unveils a man not only as a visionary investor but also as a soul navigating the intricate layers of human emotions. The 2000s dawned with a vindication for Buffett. His forecasts about the underwhelming fate of internet companies were validated, securing him a place as a true visionary. Yet, amidst triumphs, the curtain lifted on personal losses and challenging times that would compel him to reevaluate the very core of his existence. In 2001, a somber event cast its shadow: the passing of Kay Graham, a dear friend and steadfast companion for 3 decades. This poignant loss struck a deep chord within Buffett, unraveling the fragility of life's tapestry. The departure of his confidant ignited a profound reckoning with the fleeting nature of existence. As the world reeled from the aftermath of the September 11, 2001, tragedy, the vulnerabilities of existence became even more palpable. In the wake of these seismic events, Buffett embarked on a journey seeking stability, weaving his investments into businesses like Fruit of the Loom and venturing into sectors like agriculture and children's clothing. The 2000s unfolded with yet another chapter of heartache: the diagnosis of stage 3 oral cancer for his former wife, Susie, in 2003. Despite their separation, compassion prevailed as Buffett stood by her side during her illness. This period illuminated the enduring bonds that can transcend separation, awakening in him the importance of caring and support. The year 2004 marked another devastating departure: Susie's passing. This loss pierced Buffett's heart, but within its sorrowful embrace, he found a profound revelation. Through this poignant experience, he glimpsed the tapestry of emotions and relationships that give life its true essence. Guided by these personal ordeals and deep contemplation, Buffett decided to wield his substantial wealth with a purpose. In a bold move, he directed a remarkable 85% of his Berkshire Hathaway shares, an astounding $36 billion, towards the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. An additional $6 billion flowed into Susie's foundation, his children's causes, and various charitable endeavors. As we delve into this transformative period, we bear witness to a man molded by personal loss, reflection, and a profound understanding of the intricacies of life. Beyond his financial prowess, Warren Buffett emerges as a soul whose legacy is grounded in love, empathy, and the relentless pursuit of a purpose beyond oneself. In conclusion, in the pages of Snowball, Warren Buffett and the Business of Life, a captivating journey unfolds, illuminating the life and triumphs of Warren Buffett, a name synonymous with investment brilliance. As we bid adieu to this captivating narrative, let's weave together the tapestry of wisdom that threads through his remarkable existence. This literary voyage offers more than a mere glance into the life of a towering figure in the world of finance. It serves as a treasure trove, revealing the intricate layers of Warren Buffett's life and the strategies that propelled him to iconic heights. From humble beginnings to becoming a luminary investor, his tale is one of inspiration and insight. At the heart of Buffett's unparalleled success lies a consistent investment philosophy that sets him apart. He championed the art of identifying undervalued companies and embracing the patience of long-term investments. Unlike those lured by fleeting trends or the allure of technology, Buffett's path was illuminated by understanding the human essence within a business, a touchstone that guided his every move. A gem of wisdom gleams within these pages: Buffett's 20 Punches strategy. Imagine life offering you a mere 20 investment opportunities, each choice akin to a precious punch card. This approach exhorts us to tread with meticulous contemplation, employing each chance wisely. In a world of haste, it is this deliberation that separates the prudent investor from the impulsive. Should the fire of financial exploration burn within, the book extends its hand towards The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. This classic tome stands as a beacon, unveiling investment principles that have withstood the sands of time. Its pages harbor invaluable insights for those navigating the labyrinth of finance, a roadmap for anyone seeking to navigate the enigmatic realms of investment. As we bid adieu to this narrative, may the legacy of Warren Buffett's wisdom resonate within us, inspiring not just monetary prosperity, but a holistic approach to life, investment, and the pursuit of enduring success. The story may end here, but its echoes continue to guide those who dare to explore the realms of business and the art of life. Thank you for joining me for this review and summary of the book. If you want to listen to more audiobooks, please do not forget to click on like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have other books you'd like to talk about, feel free to tell me in the comments below. See you in my next audiobook.